Hey, Esther Trejo here. Today I'm on not to talk about my business or anything like that. I just wanted to bring something motivational to people who might be wanting to move up in their workplace or are deciding or thinking about opening their own business. So I wanted to bring something motivational to kind of help motivate people who are wanting to do that, that are wanting to change their life or make a change. So I want to talk about the three things or the three reasons why people normally don't make any changes or decide not to go for that, promotion or not open that business that they've been thinking or dreaming about opening. So the first reason is our own self-doubt. So sometimes we don't have enough confidence in ourselves. And so we decide that before we even try anything, we say, I'm not smart enough. I don't understand some of the things that are going to be required to either get that promotion or to start that business. And so because you don't know something or are unsure about it or don't feel like you are capable of doing those things, then that stops you just right dead in your tracks and you don't move forward. An example of this, my brother-in-law Esteban, I remember years back, he was at a certain business. So he worked there. He was a worker, driver, but he kept being asked to become a manager. And so I remember him coming to my parents' car dealership and all my siblings are there and we're there. And he's just saying how he's being offered this position, but he would be like, but I don't know the computers, I don't know the computers. And so we would all kind of laugh at him like, you can figure it out. Like, it's not that big of a deal. We can help you. Come over. Let's, try to help you out. And so he wouldn't do it for a good while. And finally, he accepted that position. He put in his application, accepted the position. And he ended up being in that same position for like 12 or 13 years. So that one thing with the computers, that he was so nervous about, so scared about, he was able to get through that and he was able to learn what he needed to learn for that certain position. And so all the self-doubt, it was for nothing because he was able to do what he needed to do in that particular job and move forward and make more money and bring more money home to his family. So that's the first thing. Our own self-doubt brings us down and makes us not move forward, makes us not try new things, stops us in our tracks, okay? So that's the first thing. The second one is other people like family, friends, people that we know. So either those people are telling you, don't even try it. It's not going to work out. I've heard of somebody that also did that same thing and they were selling for a little bit, but it didn't work out and they ended up, losing money. It's not going to work out. Or I always think of that movie with Jennifer Lopez, Made in Manhattan, and the best friend puts the application for her to become a manager because she would never put in that application. And we find out that the reason she would never put in that application is because mom has already told her, like, all her life, this is what you need to do. Stay at your level. Don't move up. Don't move around. This is where you need to be at. So then she doesn't, try to go for that job or anything like that. And that's what a lot of us have family members that do. And they mean well. Like, they just don't want you to fail. They don't want anything wrong to happen. But then that holds us back and we never try anything new. We don't go for the promotion because we feel like, you know what, you're right. I just need to stay right here, not move up, not make more money. And that's not what we're made for anyways. We're made to move forward and to be successful. I was cut off, but I just wanted to share my third reason why people or some of us do not start businesses or move forward in our workplace. So this third reason has nothing to do with ourselves. It doesn't have anything to do with our family or friends. It has to do with outside reasons, outside factors. So maybe you feel like you have to have a certain amount of money to move forward with this business. You might feel like, I know this sounds weird or crazy, but it's true. Sometimes we feel like even moving forward, like in a different position, we feel like the other people in that position have these kind of cars or this kind of money or live in this area. And then we feel like because we're not on that level or on the same page as them, then we can't get to that position. And that silly, but sometimes we think that. Also, it could be that you don't have the resources or the research, so you don't know. You're like, okay, I could do this business, but then how do I make sure that I find the right vendors, the people to purchase my supplies from? Or how do I figure out how this business is really supposed to work, the structure? So you just don't know those things and you're like, oh, well, I don't know, I can't. How am I supposed to do ads for this business? How do I make sure that my business name gets out there? And so you don't know how to do Facebook ads or Instagram ads or do videos or anything like that. So you're like, oh, never mind. I don't know, so I can't do it. The other thing is, like, if it's just a job or in your workplace, you're trying to move up to maybe a management position, and outside factors, again, you feel like, I don't have the education. Like, I think all of those people have this type of education. And even if you don't know for sure, you think that, so you just put that in your mind and you stop completely. You stop yourself in your tracks. You don't allow yourself to move forward, to make more money, to do something different. And that's pretty much it. So those three things, ourselves hold us back. We hold ourselves back. Number two, our family and friends just start talking in our ear and we're like, you know what, you're right. Number three, we just think that these outside things, that factors that we need, we're like, that's up here, way too big. I can't even access that. And so we stop. And finally, I just want to say this. Even if you try it, if you apply for the job and don't get it, how is that hurting you or anyone else? It's not. At least you tried. Even if you try this business and you don't have all of these extra factors, extra things that you think you need, and you fail, at least you tried. It was a dream business that you had. At least you tried. And maybe you go back to the drawing board and just start all over. Even if you don't get the job, you go back again in 6 months, you find out what did I do wrong? What can I do better? How can I get the job this next time? And you make it happen next time. So there's a lot of different ways that you can still make things happen. We hold ourselves back, and I think that's the number one. It's us. I have 2 verses. I'm Christian, so of course these are just the 2 verses that I love and I go back to. Psalm 56 says, "In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid. What can man do unto me?" So that always remember, like, what can man do unto me? I always just say that, like, what can they do to me? They can laugh at me. They can think that I'm gonna fail before I even start. They can talk about me. They can say that I'm not doing what I really say I'm doing, or I'm not as successful, or I'm just, making it up. Whatever they say, I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do and what makes me happy. And I know myself how that business is going, or how my life is going, and how happy I am. And so that I always tell myself that. And so that's one of them. And the other thing is just, don't worry about what other people think or say, because that's going to be always. You do great, they're going to talk. You don't do great, they're still going to talk. So it doesn't matter. And then the other one is Philippians 4:13. And Philippians 4:13, everyone's probably heard it. For I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. So your strength doesn't come from yourself. It comes through Christ, especially if you're a Christian. You just want to remember that and move forward. Again, if you're wanting to better yourself, wanting to do something more, wanting to do something different, don't stop yourself. Don't make these 3 things stop you. You can do it. I don't know everything about every business, but I do know some things. So I am here to help. I don't have a whole lot of time because I'm pretty busy with my business. But if you shoot me a message, if you're like, I've always wanted to start this, or I really want to do this, but I'm not sure how to go about it, I'm here to help. Just message me. I'll see what I can do. If I don't have the answers, I bet I know someone who does have the answers. So God bless y'all. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this motivated you. Bye-bye.